What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Credit Plug channel, where we talk about how to build credit, how to establish relationships with banks and financial institutions, and most importantly, how to get you access to high limit credit funding. If you're new to our channel or if you've been checking out our content, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as smash the like button. It really helps our content reach a wider audience, and we greatly appreciate the support. So for today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you some information on how to go about getting access to up to $1,000 if your Chime credit card or bank account was closed without your notification. So as a lot of you are familiar, Chime is one of the largest fintechs in the United States. We've done a couple of reviews on them already. So back in 2019, there was a service outage for about 3 days where customers were unable to get access to their bank accounts. This led to financial damages because a lot of customers were unable to get access to their money to buy food and other necessities, pay their rent, pay their bills, so on and so forth. So recently there was a $1.5 million settlement for any customers that was affected during that 3-day window. More recently, Chime also had to remove the word bank from their name because Chime is not actually a bank. They're a fintech company. They work with a couple other banks on the back end to be able to accept deposits, but they're not actually a bank. So Chime did run into some hot water with having that in their name because they're not actually a bank. In addition, back in 2020, Chime closed thousands of customer accounts without notifying them. And this was during a time where a lot of these economic stimulus payments were going out. So a lot of customers were unable to get their payments in a timely fashion, which also led to economic damages. Now, one thing I will say, even dealing with name brand organizations and companies, is that there's no guarantee that you're going to get the products or services that are agreed upon. And in many cases, as we've seen with companies like Wells Fargo, Fifth Third Bank, Robinhood, there's situations where there's actually corporate misconduct on behalf of the company. At the end of the day, a lot of these corporations are looking after themselves and their own bottom lines, even if that comes at the expense of their customers. So recently, there's been a lot of Facebook ads from this one particular law firm, Louboutin and Suturo, and I apologize if I butcher that name, but now this is a law firm that focuses on business and corporate litigation. Now they work on behalf of consumers against big companies to resolve and settle claims of misconduct. Right now, the law firm is working with former customers as well as Chime through arbitration. Arbitration is an alternative dispute solution where two different parties try to resolve whatever matters that they have outside of court. So it's basically a way to resolve the issue without having to involve the courts. Anyways, let's jump over to their website and I'll walk you through the process. All right, so before we go over how to go about signing up for the $1,000 compensation, I just wanted to quickly go over the law firm that's handling the arbitration with Chime. So Louboutin and Suturo is a national law firm that specializes in fighting against corporate wrongdoing. We've recovered more than $15 billion for our clients over the last 50 years and forced companies to change their wrongful practices. We've sued banks, tech companies, airlines, big pharma, mortgage companies, pharmacies, automakers, and private utilities. What we do, so companies use a private system called arbitration to resolve disputes with customers that normally would be handled in court. People who have been wronged by a company may not know they can file an arbitration claim or that there are lawyers who analyze their claim or help them recover their losses in arbitration. At Louboutin Suturo, we've made the process of pursuing a claim easy for our clients. If you qualify for an active case, we'll analyze your claim, negotiate with the company for you, and take your claim through arbitration process if that's the right option. Now, they also say right here, we can't always guarantee you'll recover, but we'll level the playing field so that you have a chance. So down below, they have some of the open cases. Now they have a case with Epsilon, Progressive Leasing, dating sites, TikTok, Community Bank, Money Lion, Robinhood trading restrictions, Instacart, as you can see right here, Chime, as well as the Robinhood March 2020 outages. Now, and again, this isn't legal advice, but I just wanted to share this information. There is another alternative, as I said, arbitration, where you can work out any disputes with a company. There's certain law firms that specializes in this, and Louboutin and Suturo is currently handling arbitration with a handful of different companies. So if you were a Chime customer and your account was closed and you want to see if you have an arbitration case, what you would do is just fill out this form. Did Chime close your account? Where do you live? First name, last name, email, and phone number. And then you just sign up. So let's go over really quickly why you may be entitled up to $1,000. So I'm just going to go over this. So if Chime closed your bank account or your credit card without giving you advance warning, you may be eligible for up to $1,000 in compensation. If you miss rent payments or bills due to your account being closed or because of delays in getting your money and you were unable to receive stimulus, unemployment, or other direct deposit funds because of Chime's actions, you may also qualify. Sign up in less than 2 minutes to make a claim and let us help you receive money that you may be entitled to as a result of Chime's failure to provide an account closure explanation. All right, so we just went over how to sign up. Now, what they say right here, no fees to sign up and you'll never pay out of pocket. They do not collect any fees unless they're successful for you. Now, the reason why Chime is in hot water because of this is because the company failed to provide users advance warning or a detailed explanation for account closures, which violated federal banking laws. So here's a little bit more detail. So last summer, Chime reportedly began closing customer accounts without notice. Users report receiving an email notifying them their account was closed. After the accounts were closed, users waited weeks for a paper check sent from Bancorp Bank containing the balance of funds in their accounts, often resulting in missed bills or other payments. For their actions, Chime did not provide a detailed explanation as to why the accounts were being closed. This may violate Chime's contracts with account holders or banking regulations. All right, so let's recap the situation going on with Chime. So basically what Chime did was on multiple occasions, they closed out thousands of customer accounts without giving them advance notification. Now, there was an incident back in October of 2019 where for 3 days, customers were unable to get access to their accounts, and this resulted in economic damages. Back in March of 2020, a similar incident happened where Chime was closing out thousands of accounts, and this impacted customers from not being able to access their funds, especially a lot of people expecting these economic stimulus payments. Now, the problem with this is, when you entrust a financial institution with your money and then you're unable to get access to your money, that causes a lot of problems. I can only imagine being out and your credit card or your debit card not working because the company in which you entrusted your money with closed your account without telling you about it. Now, this can leave you economically vulnerable, especially because a lot of people are dependent on their money for their livelihood. Now, to be fair, Chime is not the only company where this is happening at. This has happened with dozens of other financial institutions as well as fintech companies. I will say one positive aspect is that there are avenues to being able to resolve these types of issues. One of them being arbitration, which we talked about in this video. And there's several law firms that specialize in arbitration. Anyways, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. If anyone is interested in following up with an arbitration claim to get up to $1,000 in compensation, I've dropped the link in the description of the video. Until next time, take it easy and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.